Crowfall is a buy to play game, right? You buy once, you're in it. But what they're also offering, which a lot of other MMOs offer, is a shop, a store to be able to buy like mounts, and I'm sure there'll be cosmetics eventually. Right now there isn't, but mounts. There's parcels and buildings that you put inside of your player housing, EK, which is Eternal Kingdom. But another way they're trying to make revenue is via a monthly subscription, an optional monthly subscription that you can buy to, you know, you get some extra perks. People were concerned that this would be a pay to win type of thing. I never really thought that it was ever going to get like super pay to win. I did have a moment there where I was concerned about the respec, but that's been fleshed out. So let's get into what you get with VIP now. So you got a bunch of different ways you can purchase it. And the cool thing about VIP is you can gift people VIP too. So like I can send you guys like 6 months of VIP. I can buy this and then send it to you, right? So we're going to be giving away a bunch of VIP on launch and stuff like that. Make sure you're following my Twitch channel. But so we got all these different packages, and what's cool is that it gives you all of the crowns when you purchase it. So if I buy 12 months of VIP, I get 18,000 crowns right then. I don't have to wait each month for that to accumulate. I get 18,000 crowns, right? So that's pretty cool. And you're discounted when you're buying bulk like you normally are. So let's go over the perks of VIP in general here. So vault space, 100% increase in slots. So double slots granted. I don't know what double slots granted. Is that what 100% increase is? That means it's double. Okay, that makes sense. And then it looks like we're going to be able to buy even more increases with crowns. That's what that 20% optional via purchase means. So you can get up to maximum 444 things in your vault. So let's talk about this. So a lot of people will say, you know, now they're just creating a problem to sell you a solution, right? And that is technically what they're doing. Like, right, why not just give everybody 440 stacks or items? And you got to think about it this way. Everything that's stored is data, right? It's not that big of a fucking deal. They make you think it's a big deal. It's not a big deal. But really, this is just kind of like nice because you can have storage in your internal kingdom. So like, say you don't buy VIP, it's not like you're fucked here. Your items are just in a different spot. All this really does is allow you to have your items in your vault, which is just like one step less than going to your EK and getting your items out. So it's not really that big of a deal, in my opinion. I think that's a solid reason to buy VIP. Because it is like a convenient thing. Like, oh, I don't have to go to my EK to get this gear because I have so much space in my vault. Like, but your EK can hold a shit ton of gear, so it doesn't really matter, right? World bank space in the campaign world. So you get a 100% increase in campaign world. So wait, are they decreasing the amount of slots in campaign from 300 to 100 for non-members, and then 200 from 300 to 200? Gives you twice the bank space. Yeah. I think the only Kickstarter can get to 440. I think that's Norby's can get to 400. I could be wrong. Well, it says 20% optional via purchase. So you can probably buy more. Interesting. So it looks like they're going back to 100 oath. Or maybe this just means like 100 extra. I don't know. We're gonna have to get clarity on that. So now campaign world is 200. That's it's the same thing about the vault space. Campaign worlds are different too because the banks are limited to the campaign. And trust me, you don't want to have 400 things in that fucking bank anywhere. It's a pain in the ass. Respec character. This was the big issue, right? This was the big, please Crowfall, don't fucking do this. It's gonna be pay to win and people are gonna lose their shit. So originally when they added respec to the game, you could only respec if you had VIP. So this unlimited free respec was already in the game, but the problem with this was it was the only way to respec. I'm very proud that this is, well, proud. I didn't do anything, but I have been very vocal about this. And I'd like to think I had something to do with this. I probably didn't, but I was very vocal about this. They needed to make it so respec was possible for non-VIP people. I'm fine with free respec for VIPs. It doesn't matter. You can fucking respec as much as you want. You can build new characters in 2 hours. Doesn't matter at all. Free respec as much as you want. The fact that you can now respec via gold, or you can just purchase crowns and respec, because that's what that line means. That's fine. I think that's fine. I think that's great. I'm happy as shit that they did that, because this is like the number one reason to buy VIP, in my opinion. Like, this right here is the number one reason. Like, this is a big fucking deal. But the issue is that you couldn't respec unless you had VIP. The fact that you can now respec even if you don't have VIP, that's great. As long as respec isn't 200k gold per one respec, I doubt they do that. Yeah. So okay. So the next thing is the plus 25% decreased mount decay, decreased tool decay, and increased food buff. You don't get that on non-VIP accounts. It's really not that big of a deal. It's kind of like a little nice thing, right? It's kind of like a little tickle on the balls. It's not a big deal at all. Having having your mount for a little bit longer, you're gonna have so many mounts in this game, it doesn't matter. I literally have a bank full of like 40 fucking mounts. Like, it's not like I'm gonna be running out of mounts anytime soon. And you can craft mounts, not a big deal. It's just nice. I don't have to worry about them breaking that often. Tool decay, that's pretty cool. I don't think it necessarily matters. Tools are really cheap to make. So it's not like you have to have this to be a good harvester. That's not at all. It's just kind of like, oh, here you go. And then the increased food buff duration, that's pretty good. I think that's a solid thing to have. You eat less food. But I mean, the way the game is, you walk into a hunger crystal and your food's gone. And this doesn't protect against that. So that would be broken. I would say that would be fucked up. If VIP got protection against that, that'd be stupid as shit. But they didn't do that. They just made it last a little bit longer. I'm cool. I'm cool with that. You're still on the fence about the tool decay and mount decay? I don't think it's that big of a deal. I really don't. Like 25%, man. Maybe if it was like 75% or 100%, then that'd be big fucking difference. 25%, not that, you know, worries. It does. I mean, okay. We got to think about this. They got to make money, right? They're trying to do it in a way that's not fucking people. I think that's a good, I don't know. As much as I don't want microtransactions, and I think all of it is kind of dumb, it's 2021, man. It's going to happen. Okay, so the next line is priority queue access for zone queuing. That's a little rough, because technically in sieges you can cap out a zone, I guess. I don't know how I feel about that one, but if you're gonna play a game competitively, you're gonna have premium. I don't think that's true at all. You don't have to have premium to play this game competitively at all. Not at all. What about this means you have to have it to play competitively? This zone priority queuing, we're gonna have to see how this plays out. I don't know how that's gonna play out. We'll see. I think it's good. I mean, it's a nice value for VIP, but like it's a little rough, but we'll see. I would rather a game put the pay to win behind a subscription than letting it be unlimited. I don't know what you mean by that. Listen, zones used to be capped with alts. Now you can only zone cap with paying alts. Then you get, each month you get 1,500 crowns, that's badass. You're basically you would be paying for 1,500 crowns to $15 to get 1,500 crowns. So you're getting all of this plus 1,500 crowns a month. That's solid, bro. That's solid. Fuck yeah. And you get an exclusive monthly VIP reward. July is the Griffin mount. And here is the Griffin mount. Oh my God. Oh, I'm going to flex on so many fucking people with my mount, bro. That's actually sick. So Crowfall has always done backer rewards. So up until launch, if you've backed the game, you get a reward for backing the game each month. Mounts, sigils, things for your EK. So now that backer reward system is going to become VIP, which is pretty fucking cool. I like that. I think it's badass. You get a cool fucking thing each month. I'm down. Eternal Kingdom benefits. Access can be private or publicly shared. Oh, you can't make a public EK. That's actually already been in the game, right? Okay, so I don't think that's a big of a deal. I didn't realize. Yeah, I guess that doesn't really fucking matter. And then you have extended availability of 3 hours. I think that's fine. I think this is a really good value for your money if you want to do it, but you don't have to do it. I think this is a solid value. Now, will this change over time? Will they add more to this? Will they remove things from it? I guess we'll see. What I don't see on here is character slots. And I thought VIP was going to have character slots. It does not. So I'm interested in knowing how we get character slots. Probably have to buy them with the crowns that we get from VIP. That's probably what it is. Yeah, I mean, so let's just talk about this just for a moment. Cause like VIP is subscriptions, microtransactions, all of that shit in video games. I think we can all agree that it all sucks. No matter what, you can put a fucking bow on it. You can put a bow on a turd, but it's still going to be a fucking turd, right? The fact of the matter is that it's 2021 and every single game, especially MMOs, is going to have some form of way to get more money from you. I think that the way that Crowfall doing it is the least egregious way I've seen from other MMOs. I feel like, you know, none of this gives you a clear advantage. None of it is mandatory. You don't have to have any of this to play the game. Like, you know, a good comparison is ESO's monthly subscription. If you play ESO competitively, you need their monthly subscription. There's no way you can craft in that game without that crafting bag, right? You need that. You need that, right? This game, Crowfall, is not. None of this stuff you need to be able to actually play the game effectively. I do think we're going to have to keep an eye on this priority queue access and see how people might be abusing that. I feel like that is abusable by guilds that will abuse it. There are guilds that will abuse it that play this game to be able to zone lock people, but now you have to pay to zone lock people. So I guess if you're zone locking the game, Ace is making more money off of you. But so yeah, that's my thoughts on VIP. I think it's good. I don't really have any issues with it. I'm gonna give it like an 8 out of 10 because I wish it just like didn't exist in general, but it's not a bad VIP. So